Hello everybody. I wanted to do my first impression video on Dragon Age Inquisition as I just kind of started getting into it tonight. I started playing. I've got, maybe about 2 hours of it played so far. Let's see here if I can get a better estimate for you guys. Yeah, probably about 2 hours or so played so far. Um, my my first instincts going into it, and I tried to keep the game very blind to me. I didn't want to look at what might be happening. I didn't want to look at, what the story was or anything like that. My honest impression starting off is that I'm really not impressed, and I'm a little bit disappointed. A little bit spoiler, a little bit not. You'll kind of see my journey through it if you watch it. The game starts out that you're, I guess, given some power that can close demon rifts. And so there's some major rift that happens, and then this Inquisition is born that's going to find out who caused these demon rifts. And you are the Herald of Andraste. You are some major player that can close the rifts. What I guess kind of kills it for me is that I was really hoping that they were going to take a step backwards. And what I mean by that is a step back towards Dragon Age Origins. I think what a lot of us loved on Dragon Age Origins, at least what I loved, is that when you started the game, you built an emotional attachment to your character right away. Based on what your origin story was, you got this attachment to your character, like yours was somehow different. And you knew that all the Dalish elf beginnings were the same, all the city elf beginnings were the same, but for some reason, because you may have chose a different character than your friend, you felt an attachment to your warden. That it doesn't seem at all. You start the game off, you have no idea really what your backstory is or anything like that. They don't touch that too much, at least in the beginning. It definitely feels unpolished. It reminded me a lot, and I made the comment a couple times through the videos, of an MMORPG where you're trying to climb a mountain but you can't, and like your feet are just but you can't climb it, and it's like it kind of felt a little bit unpolished in that way. To be honest with you, the game seems to focus more upon the combat edge of things than the actual story of it. I've played about 2 hours. I couldn't care less about the story right now, which is very disappointing. I'm hoping to kind of grow into it, and this is just my first impressions through it. So it might be that as I continue to go on and I continue to play, I start to get a better attachment to it. My first thoughts, though, is that it reminds me a lot of Dragon Age 2, which is disappointing. So we'll have to see where the game goes. I don't know for sure, and I am still leaving my thoughts open to it. I'm still going to try and be excited to play. I'm still going to be excited to try and look into it. But my first thoughts are right now that this beginning hook didn't grip me into the game. And I guess where I really see it is that I probably have about, maybe in half an hour to 45 minutes worth of recording left in my hard drive. And you know what, let me just process these videos up and get them going. I'm going to probably go watch, like, American Horror Story or something, which is disappointing. But we'll have to see where the game goes. Maybe it's just kind of a slow start and it'll get into it more and more as I play. But that's where we are. So I know a number of people asked for my first impressions on Dragon Age Inquisition, kind of asked, oh, what do you think? How are you into it? I kind of look at it now, I feel like I feel like BioWare focused on all the wrong elements. And their niche was for fantastic, gripping storylines. And it's just not there. So, we'll see what happens, folks.